People don't want you if you're not willing to sell your soul to a corporate that gives you an identity for you to act out as. Which, I'm sorry, I'm just here to be myself. No way in hell am I signing up for some VTuber company to absolutely destroy me as a person. That's not an option. That's not an option for— I'm too mentally ill for that. Okay. A lot of the time I find myself just sitting around playing World of Warcraft, and even then, I'd say after about the 3rd hour, my wrist is on fire. Goes from my wrist to my shoulder, then my lower back. Then I readjust my seat, and try to like change what position, but it doesn't really get comfy at that point. You know, it just like kind of really brings down your experience playing any sort of video game when you are constantly in pain from a chronic illness such as arthritis. That is what I deal with, and it also stops me from doing other things that I really wish I could do as well, such as make art. Maybe if it wasn't for the other mental issues that are in my way that I deal with that drive me to literally the brink of insanity and make me break down crying whenever something, I imagine it in my head, does not come out that way on my tablet or paper or anything that I've ever tried doing. I mean, I remember being in elementary school and watching kids draw with paint. And I was like, wow, you're magical. Like, literally, like. And then, y'all ever had a friend who drew really good with crayons? Like, they would make a bold outline and then fill it in really nicely. One time in school, in elementary school, I swapped a drawing with another girl. Like, so we were like turning them into the teacher, and I guess like this was me like trying to impress the teacher. It's not like any of the other kids were even seeing my drawing, but I swapped my drawing with another girl and like turned her drawing in as mine. My teacher was like, wow, I've never seen you draw this great before. I was over the moon. Like, it felt so amazing for someone to tell me for the very first time that my art looked good, because I never had that happen ever again in my life. And, you know, she got upset and she, like, took, accountability or whatever. She was just like, no, that's my drawing. What, like, and then, yeah, I got ousted for drawing badly and trying to steal other people's drawings. And, you know, throughout middle school, I remember going on the internet and finding anime girls I liked, and I would take a piece of paper and I would put the piece of paper on the screen and trace it, and I could trace it identically. I could trace anyone's art in the world, and I can make it look exactly like their art, and it looks amazing. And then I would go to school and tell people that I drew that. And then I'd have some people be like, can you make another drawing for me? And be like, no, I have to draw it at home. Yeah, so after middle school, I stopped lying to people that I could ever be an artist. I just gave up on that. That's never happening. As an adult, have spent copious amounts of money on attempting to be an artist, because the iPad is not the only thing I have. I also have a drawing tablet that I could plug into my PC as well. Don't use either of those things. I've tried. The art, it looks so bad. It makes me want to throw away every device I own. Yeah, I don't know how y'all do it. I am really envious of people who are able to draw. I think you are literally magical. As a VTuber, it's probably my worst trait. And as a VTuber, it's probably why I'm never going to be taken seriously as a VTuber. And that's exactly why I'm sitting here talking to you with the fucking camera on, because, wow. I'd say one of the hardest things, the realities, waking up to it as a VTuber, somebody who really, really loves anime, and the thought of bringing a character to life. People don't want you if you're not willing to sell your soul to a corporate that gives you an identity for you to act out as, which I'm sorry, I'm just here to be myself. Yeah, I want to be the anime version of myself. I don't want to sign up to pick a name, some other name that somebody wants to choose for me, and be some identity that somebody could force me to graduate like they just did with the Fauna Girl and Hololive and stuff. And then you have to remake all of your social medias and re-debut it. Man. The thought of signing away my hard work for other people to have their say on it, and then one day I get pushed off of that my name, my brand, that I'm sorry, I would, like, I would, you know, I mentally, I would not be able to handle that. So no way in hell am I signing up for some VTuber company to absolutely destroy me as a person. That's not an option. That's not an option for, I'm too mentally ill for that. Okay? It is what it is. You don't want to be a corporate VTuber, you gotta be an indie VTuber. But like, I'm not an artist, and I suck at art so bad, and I have a million, quadrillion, billion ideas for what I want karma to be. First and foremost, I want this to come to life one day. She is me, and I am her. She just has antlers, bunny ears, and wings. I've had people make sketches of her, and they always leave out something important. They either want to leave out the antlers, or they want to leave out the ears, or they leave out the wings. Like, no one wants to draw her the way she's supposed to be. I paid $300 for this reference sheet. I can't fork out any more money for a character that other people don't even want to draw correctly. Anytime I have approached artists, it's trying to like see the price it would be for them to draw her, not in a reference sheet, but just like regular art or whatever, so I could just see her in a different way. It's always hundreds of dollars because they add on the fact that her design's complex. God forbid, I don't want to be a cat girl. God forbid, I just want bunny ears, antlers, and wings on my character. I wish I was an artist. I try to make myself feel better because here I am, talking to you with the camera on. Most VTubers don't feel comfortable at all doing this. This would be a nightmare to them. Me, I'm comfortable. I love being on camera. I can't do it every single day because I don't wake up feeling like I want to be on camera every day. Being chronically ill, sometimes I turn on my Twitch streams and I got tears rolling down my face and I look like hell, but I can make myself sound like I'm okay. And if I just like have a video game to play or chatting, you know, it's so easy to just cosplay like you're okay as a very mentally ill person with chronic illness. It's really easy to turn the camera off and act like you're okay. And so that's why I love VTubing. But I also like being on camera sometimes. And usually I get dressed up in something cute when I'm like, oh, I can't afford any art. Like, it really sucks. You know, you see other VTubers posting their art and stuff like that. And then other people draw more art for them and they get fan art and, you know, life is good. And like, there's nothing you can do besides just, you know, put on your big girl pants and like, it is what it is. Man, there's truly nothing more humbling than being like, yeah, I'm gonna focus on my health and eating better. And, you know, since I sit around a lot, I have a treadmill I've been walking on, and I have roller skates that I've been getting out and roller skating more often just so I'm not just sitting around slowly decaying. And now I'm falling out of my clothes. These were tight on me last year. I bought these clothes when I filled it up completely. The way this outfit is supposed to work, it's like, hold on. So, it's supposed to be like really tight, and then this is supposed to be like up here, and it's supposed to like match. It's supposed to almost look like a dress, right? But it's falling off me. I wish I was an artist. Maybe I could at least draw myself in this outfit the way that it's supposed to be. I am exhausted. I am trying my best. You know? I'm out here trying my best. But, you know, if you're someone who actually does have creative, artistic talent, and you're, you know, ever asking yourself why, or, you know, what's the point? Just know that there's some of us out here that every time we draw, it doesn't even look like human. Or the lines don't, they just don't, like nothing ever works. It just doesn't. I don't have the luxury of the time, the patience, the physical ability to do that. It's not easy. I've tried. Same thing with instruments. I love music. Can't play an instrument. I did a whole year of band in middle school and played the clarinet. And I cried more times in band class than I did anything else. Yep. So, you know, those of you who aren't that mentally ill, or if you are, but somehow still draw, I wanted to give you a pat on the back today, and say I'm jealous of you, and tell you to keep fighting the good fight, because some of us out here would really like to, and instead we are just sitting around with our thumbs shoved up our with nothing to do besides attempt to entertain people and be an internet panhandler. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Love you guys. Okay, bye.